Texas in the white, black, and burnt orange. And the first serve of the national championship, and the first point for Bailey Webster and the Longhorns. Kat Bell back to serve, the sophomore out of Mesquite, Texas. An all Big 12 performer and really the heart and soul of this team, along with Shadair McNeil. And the first swing for the National Player of the Year, Elena Bergsma, goes wide. Bell did not play in the NCAA tournament last year, had a late season knee injury. The back set, Brenner into the block of Webster, point Oregon.
One of the fun things to watch tonight, Beth, will be the speed of this Oregon offense. Wide open offense with their gunslinging setter, Lauren Plum, versus the very high left side offense of Texas. Very great contrast.
And that, of course, was a point Texas. Now the point for Oregon and their first point in the championship match. The Ducks and Liz Brenner, the sophomore out of Portland, Oregon, soon to be a 5-sport star. She's played 3 at Oregon. She'll add track and field to her resume in the spring.
The only thing she won't do or can't do, well, won't do, is soccer. She just doesn't like to run. Anything else, she's ready for it.
She will throw the weights with the track team in the fall. The back set, and Bergsma has it sent right back to her game. Good block, Texas.
So far, you can see a lot of keying on Bergsma. Texas, the big priority is slowing her down. And meanwhile, Oregon's been trying to slow Bailey Webster down with no success, getting their middle blocker right in front of her.
Lauren Plum, the setter out of Poway, setting one of her middles. Kenais Finley, the lone freshman out there in their starting rotation. It is a very experienced in terms of class for the Oregon Ducks. They've got 3 seniors in the lineup. And now make it a 4th as Kawasaki comes on to serve. The back set here, Shadair McNeil was terrific in the semifinal win. Bergsma tries to go deep with it. Here's a swing for Webster. She'll tip. The bump out to Bergsma, and not a good one.
Not a very good choice there by Kawasaki. She forgot she's not the libero. She doesn't have a different color jersey on. She could have set that ball overhead. It's not allowed for liberos, but she has the same color. Puts it out of bounds.
And that opposite colored jersey will now come on as Kat Brooks, the freshman from Honolulu, will serve for Texas. Plum looking to Kat Fisher, one of the seniors. Point Oregon.
Those left sides for Oregon have been taking turns having big games. About a week ago, 26 kills for Brenner, and then the next night, Kat Fisher was very good in winning that regional final in Omaha, near home territory against Nebraska.
And really, Coach, one of the big reasons why both of these teams have survived thus far through the tournament has been their balance. They've had a bunch of different players who have been able to score for them, not just the superstars. The block again, and right now, Texas owning the net, Coach.
Wow, 2 blockers, and that play was so fast, the Oregon players couldn't even get over there. They're totally keying on that play. 2 blockers and nobody to help Williams when she gets blocked. Nice read for Texas.
Set it out wide to Fisher, dug up by Sarah Palmer. This is McNeil. Good get by Jacob. Bergsma has to play it from behind the line. Looking to Fisher this time, trying to go deep corner. Doesn't get it. Point Texas. Oregon has started slow in both the semis and the regional final. In fact, they dropped the first set in both of those matches and then came back to win. And so far, the Longhorns taking advantage. 3 kills on 4 swings already for the All-American Bailey Webster. Championship on Saturday night for the first time in school history. 9-3 Texas with the lead over Oregon on the strength of 3 blocks, and Oregon hitting negative. But Karch, let's take a look now at the Northwestern Mutual game plan for success for the Ducks and Horns.
We talked about that wide open offense for Oregon. They want to spread it from sideline to sideline, confuse those Texas blockers, but to do that they have to pass the rock. They have to control the serves of Texas. For Texas, they want to get the ball, as we talked about, not just to Webster and Eckerman on the left side, but deal it out to McNeil on the right, keep everybody honest, and they want to hit deep over the block. They were dragging it down into the block at times against Michigan and getting some stuffs when they shouldn't be. When you're up at 11 feet up in the stratosphere, you can go over anybody, but don't drag it down and hit straight down.
Plum dumps for the point as Kat Fisher goes back to serve. The net in women's volleyball, 7 feet 4 inches. You've got a couple of Longhorns that are touching over 10 feet, well above that net. They will try and utilize their size. For the Ducks, it's got to be their speed and their transition game tonight.
So far, Oregon looking a little out of sorts, and that was not a great choice by Kat Fisher, who has been so solid for this team. Jim Moore loves having her on this team. A lot of people have told her over the years and told him over the years, you can't win with her on the court, and here they are in the final. She does make a good pass, and they get a better swing, but what an up.
Good D by the Longhorns. Plum goes to Brenner, and another block. That's number 4 already for Texas.
Up to 11 points. That time the blocker was setter Hannah Allison, who's not known for her blocking compared to some of the other bigger blockers that they have, but that ball went right into her inside hand.
They're 6'3" and 6'3" at the net. Williams gets it over the top of it, but good coverage by Brooks. Free ball, Oregon. Plum, the slide. Williams, it's stuffed again. Brenner had to try and finesse it. Outside, Brenner off the tape, and also off the antenna. Point Texas.
Well, they finally beat the block, but the referee, the linesperson, said that it hit the antenna. That's the vertical extension of the sideline. It's in red and white there, the pin, and yes, it does hit it. It can't hit it. It has to go clear inside, and then it's a good play.
Good call by the official. Off the head and down, and a good swing there by Brenner. Let's see if Oregon can get something going on their serve. No, the Texas defense has sided them out every time they've stepped behind the service line thus far. And the service error, point to the Longhorns.
And that'll happen more when you fall down by a 13-5, 12-5 score. You feel pressure to make something happen fast, and it leads generally to more errors. The pressure to try to serve so tough that you get direct points off this very strong Texas offense.
Haley Eckerman, the first-team All-American, the Big 12 Player of the Year this season after Webster won the award last year.
Kat Bell just stuffing that, but it stays alive and right over the block, hitting deep. That's the effective strategy for Webster.
Let's see how well she elevates on this swing. Bailey Webster
getting her chest up to height and net height, and she's going right over. So far, the physical high jumping athletes of Texas winning out easily against Oregon.
Strong serve. Bergsma out of the back. Not the pass that Eckerman was hoping for. Chance for Oregon. Dug up by Palmer at the net. Bell able to win it. Hannah Allison, the quick hitter in the middle. Nice play by Brenner. Stepping over a teammate. And an antenna contact once again for Oregon.
The Oregon offense completely out of sorts here, having to call a second timeout. Plum just couldn't get it in a good spot for Bergsma.
A big reason why the Texas block, their border patrol, has sent 5 back already.